Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to plunge into stories, compelling ones, to find those insights you don't just get from scrolling. Today we're going on a really unique journey, self-discovery, resilience, and asking that question, how do you get your spark back when, the world seems to be dimming your light?
Exactly. And our source today is really fascinating. It's excerpts from a work called The Pet Café, Gatsby's Quest for Inner Sparkle.
Yeah.
Now, okay, it's about a Shiba Inu, which sounds maybe a bit whimsical.
A little bit, yeah.
But the insights,
Yeah.
they're surprisingly universal.
Yeah.
Really powerful lessons for anyone who's ever felt, overlooked, overwhelmed.
Definitely. So our mission today is to unpack those moments, the subtle ones and the not so subtle ones that plant seeds of self-doubt, and then look at some, let's say, unconventional ways to maybe reignite that inner confidence to really get what it means to be the party yourself, instead of just waiting for the invite. So let's dig in, starting with our main character here. We're talking about Gatsby, 2-year-old Shiba Inu. And the sources, they described him as the kind of guy who breathes glitter and wakes up in confetti.
Wow.
Can you just picture that? Just this vibrant, effervescent personality, just pure joy, right?
Yeah, you really can. And the scene is set for, what should have been his big moment, Lucas's birthday party.
Right, Lucas the Pomeranian, the TikTok famous one.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And this party, it wasn't just, a few bowls of water. It was described as halfway between the Met Gala and a music festival.
Okay.
Seriously, it had bone-shaped 3D balloons, organic chicken and banana cake.
Chicken and banana. Interesting combo.
Right. And DJ Whiskers on the turntable.
Ah, yes, DJ Whiskers. The cat who scratches records with his actual paws. That detail definitely jumped out at me.
The very same. Pure genius, or maybe just pure chaos. I don't know.
Huh. And Gatsby, he knew how to make an entrance, didn't he?
Oh, absolutely. The source says he walked in like the hero in a slow-motion action scene.
I can almost see it.
Yeah. Silver collar shining, tail high, eyes saying, I own this place. Just pure confidence radiating off him.
So you'd think, okay, grand entrance. Heroes welcome. Applause. Everyone notices.
You'd think so. But the reality was pretty shocking. Everyone was filming Lucas.
Ouch. Invisible.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then one puppy apparently whispered, who's that guy? Imagine that feeling.
Yeah.
Making this huge effort and just nothing.
That's a quiet kind of crushing, isn't it? But the sources say it got even worse, really cementing that feeling of not belonging.
It did, yeah. The real kicker, the moment that just floors him, is when a Shih Tzu in a pink bow tie turns around and says, Sir, are you here for cleaning?
Oh, no. From hero to the help, just like that.
Exactly. Going from feeling like you own the place to being mistaken for, staff.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
And the source talks about his immediate reaction, physical and emotional. His tail dropped, and it never came back up. You can just feel that deflation, can't you? The spirit just gone. And what came next was described as a real deep dive into despair. His owner actually reported, ever since the party, there's just nothing behind his eyes.
Yeah, a total loss of that vitality you mentioned earlier. The symptoms were really quite striking. He apparently walked, half of him was missing.
Wow.
Yeah, and his voice hoarse, eyes dull. The source analysis calls it a profound party withdrawal. Cold turkey.
Cold turkey, that's intense.
It is. It's this vivid picture of being completely deflated. And what's interesting, I think, is how much it mirrors, human experiences, symptoms of depression maybe, or just deep discouragement after social rejection or losing face somehow.
Right. And as you're listening, maybe you're thinking about times when, external validation didn't come through for you, or an experience like that just sort of took the wind out of your sails. It's a feeling that, it transcends species, doesn't it? We've all felt that sting, that feeling of not being seen. But thankfully, this story, it doesn't just end there in despair. We then hear about this pretty unconventional therapeutic approach, the 7-step Puppyhood Reboot program. Sounds wonderfully quirky.
It does. But it was specifically designed to help Gatsby find himself again. And each step, however funny it might sound, it had a purpose.
Okay, let's break it down. Step 1.
Step 1 was bark therapy. Basically, playing recordings of his own barks from when he was 6 months old.
His old barks. Why?
Well, the idea was to reconnect him with his, innate self, his uninhibited puppy voice, before maybe he learned to quiet it down or change it. It taps into that idea of finding your original voice.
Yeah.
Before the world told you how to sound.
Huh. Finding your authentic voice again. Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Right. Then step 2. Walks with Q-tips, scented like puppy shampoo.
Puppy shampoo Q-tips.
Yeah. It wasn't just about smelling nice. It was about triggering nostalgia, comfort, a kind of self-care through familiar, soothing scents, anchoring him.
Ah, okay. Sensory memory.
Exactly. Step 3 was tail chasing in front of a mirror.
Okay, that sounds fun.
Well, yeah, playful, but also profound. It encourages self-reflection, literally seeing himself again, rediscovering his own body and enjoying his own presence, like finding joy in just being.
Right, right. And step 4 involved 101 Dalmatians.
Yes, but specifically the sing-along version.
The sing-along.
Watched twice,
Yes.
dubbed and subtitled.
Wow, thorough. Why that film?
Well, the thinking was immersion in relatable, positive stories. Narratives where characters overcome stuff. It's like vicarious encouragement. Seeing others win can help you feel like you can too.
Makes sense, like absorbing positivity. What was step 5?
Step 5 was the howl choir. He synced his howls with a cappella dogs.
A cappella dogs. Okay, now I've heard everything.
Huh. But it's about group connection, for finding his voice within a collective. It's not just making noise. It shows how shared vulnerability and, group support can rebuild confidence.
Finding your pack, your tribe.
Exactly. Like finding your tribe and realizing your voice matters, even if it's part of a chorus.
Love that. Okay, steps.
Step 6 was paw painting, described hilariously as neo-dogpressionism style.
Neo-dogpressionism.
Yeah, though source does admit it looked definitely crime scene.
Oh, dear.
But the point wasn't the result. It was about creative expression, embracing imperfection. Just the act of making something, messy or not, it's powerful for self-acceptance.
Letting go of perfectionism. I get that. And the final step, number 7.
He launched his own podcast
Of course he did.
called The Puppy Within Me.
Perfect.
Yeah, a really powerful way to give voice to his own internal journey,
Right.
using self-expression itself as a form of healing, owning the story.
Sharing your authentic self, that takes courage.
It really does.
And eventually, all this work, it led to a turning point, right? Something shifted.
Yes, a subtle moment, but really significant. Gatsby brought out his old red ball, one from when he was 5 months old.
His puppy ball.
Exactly. A clear sign he wanted to reconnect with that authentic past self. The him before the party incident.
Wow. And wasn't there a key insight from a group session, too?
Yes, that was the real breakthrough, according to the source. Another dog just looked at him and said something simple but profound. The party's over, but you're still here.
Oh.
That validation, just acknowledging his existence, separate from the party, separate from any external event
Yeah.
that was apparently crucial.
You're still here. Your worth isn't tied to that one moment.
Precisely. It's a reminder that we exist and have value beyond those fleeting moments of external approval or rejection.
And his reaction to that?
It was small, but telling. The source notes, his tail twitched. Tiny puff. Then a lick.
Ah, signs of life returning.
Little sparks.
Yeah.
The first twitch of the tail after
Funny.
so long. It's those small steps, isn't it?
Yeah,
They signal the big changes happening inside.
definitely. The tiny victories.
Absolutely. And since then, Gatsby's transformation, well, it's been pretty remarkable. He's active now in a group called Puppy Not Gone.
Puppy not gone. I like that.
Yeah, finding purpose in that shared experience. And he even started a school called Learning with Licks.
Learning with Licks, he's paying it forward.
Totally. Channeling what he went through into helping others. It's really inspiring.
And what about his philosophy now? How does he see things?
Well, the big takeaway is he's not chasing parties anymore because he is the party.
I is the party. That's powerful. What a shift.
It really is. Moving completely from needing that external validation to finding an internal source of worth and, well, celebration.
And it makes you think, doesn't it, how his journey shows that self-worth really is internal. It doesn't depend on who shows up to your party, so to speak. How can you, listening now, maybe identify and nurture your own inner party, regardless of what's going on externally?
Yeah, it's about recognizing that your own value, your own light, it doesn't dim just because someone else fails to see it or acknowledge it.
Yeah.
So ultimately, Gatsby's deep dive, it really shows that true brilliance, that real sparkle, it comes from within. And often, maybe it's found after facing those setbacks, those social bumps in the road, and moving through them.
Remembering your own inherent sparkle.
Exactly. Even when the world isn't reflecting it back at you.
And maybe remember, you don't actually need a stage to shine. Sometimes. Well, sometimes you are the stage. So what does being the party look like for you right now in your everyday life? Something to think about. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
We hope you found some sparks here. Join us next time as we explore more insights on the deep dive.